7DVZE said, imagine Jota and Nunes out, Alvarez and Isak in. Don't do that to me. Don't even make me think about that one, mate. It would be great. But you know what? There are some good combinations that I wouldn't... Oh, hang on. Hang on. Sam Maguire, just right now, this second. Sam Maguire said, exclusive. He's ready. Exclusive. Liverpool have Julian Alvarez on their radar again. Looked at signing him last summer, but dealing with Manchester City wasn't straightforward. That's just come out. Connor sent it to me this second. So Sam Maguire, of I believe Anfield Watch, said, exclusive, Liverpool have Julian Alvarez on their radar again. Looked at signing him last summer, but dealing with Manchester City wasn't straightforward. Thoughts, ladies and gentlemen of the audience? Does Alvarez have a release clause? Well, all Spanish contracts have to have a release clause, Tanya, so yes. I don't know what it is now, but all Spanish players' contracts have to have a release clause. So I want to ask a question, because Connor's just posted into the chat there to say, I'd take him over Isak. Liverpool linked with Julian Alvarez, and what we want to know here at Anfield Agenda is, would you take Julian Alvarez or Alexander Isak if you were to go after one star striker this summer? Who would... Look at me talking and typing. It's almost like I've been practicing this with the cameras off. I'm not even joking. That's how pathetic I am. I sat here earlier on this afternoon, typing and talking, trying to make sure that I can improve the stream for everyone so you don't have to have me going ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. So yeah, the things I do for you, ladies and gentlemen, the things I do. Right, so who would you prefer, Alvarez or Isak? Vote away. Chris said, I think Isak's Premier League proven. Yeah, I think we could probably say Julian Alvarez might be Premier League proven as well, though, mate. So you've got both of them who have experience in the Premier League. Look, who would I take? Alvarez over Isak. I would. I'd take Alvarez. I think he might not be as prolific as Isak, but I think he would suit the way that we play. Not that I'm saying Isak wouldn't suit the way that we play, but I think with Alvarez, you have the lack of injuries as well as a concern. So for me, I'd take Alvarez over Isak if I was offered both. Nick said, looking at FC, admiring watch list wanderers. Yeah, and there'll be plenty more of that, mate. Don't worry. You know, I've actually got some of that tonight for you that I'm going to be going over on the stream, because it looks like we procrastinated our way into missing out on Pacho. So we'll move on to that in a second. Gio said, not going to lie, I'd take Julian all day. Me too, but I'm really interested to see the result of the poll, so do please have a vote if you're watching. He's cheaper than Isak too, right? Don't know is the honest answer. Definitely. I wouldn't have a clue what his price tag is because I don't know his release clause. I know that they paid about 80 million for him, or 78 million, something very, very high anyway. Atletico Madrid paid, so I would imagine you're talking substantial amounts of money one way or the other. Wow, Atletico paid 95 million euro for him. So what's that? Must be just over 80 million pound, is it? 81 million pounds, something like that. Philip said, I'm with you, Craig. Unless Atleti are paying Alvarez peanuts, why would he leave Spanish speaking country to come back to the Prem? I don't know. Look, Atleti are a good club. You know, I've nothing but respect for Atletico Madrid, and if I was a player and Atleti came in for me, I'd be definitely up for it. I'd be definitely up for the task, and I could see Darwin in an Atleti shirt as well. Who would you take? I'd take Alvarez over Isak, Plummer. But I'd have both. But I'd take, if one-on-one, if you offer me both, I might take Alvarez. Gary said, do you think Alvarez left City because he didn't like living in England? No, I think he left City because he wasn't getting enough game time. Because, of course, Haaland is there. That would be my guess, but I don't know, maybe the weather or the culture could have had something to do with it. I don't know. What about Nunes and Elliott for Alvarez? I mean, it's all very well and good us as fans throw names out. Now, Nunes perhaps could be of interest, but I've not seen nothing to suggest that Letty want Harvey Elliott, and I think Harvey Elliott is going to try his best to convince Arne Slot that he deserves a place at Liverpool still, and we know how much Elliott loves the club. So here's a few talking points from that piece about Julian Alvarez and whatnot from Sam Maguire. So Alvarez was the very top of the club's wish list last summer, but obviously dealing with City was difficult there. McAllister is one of his best friends. Go on, Alexis. Do your thing, son. Do your thing, Alexis. Richard Hughes flew to Madrid last summer to speak with Alvarez' agent, but he held talks at Man City for him, but City wanted Diaz as part of the deal. Rated him at 45 million and Liverpool wanted 60 million. Now that part about Diaz is interesting because that was true. I think it was David Ornstein or Fabrizio Romano, one of them confirmed that Manchester City really did want to sign Luis Diaz. That would have been an incredibly interesting deal, wouldn't it? If we had have brought in Julian Alvarez and Diaz went to Manchester City. But City rated Diaz at 45 and Liverpool wanted 60. So very interesting bits and pieces there from that Anfield Watch article with Sam Maguire. So once again, Julian Alvarez was the very top of Liverpool's wish list last summer. Alexis McAllister is one of Alvarez's best mates. Richard Hughes flew to Madrid last summer to speak with Alvarez's agent, then held talks at Man City for him, but City wanted Diaz as part of the deal. Rated him a £45 million, club wanted 60 million. Also said Simeone very highly rates Darwin Núñez and could be used as part of a deal. Interesting. Where I struggle to believe it might happen is the quick turnaround there for Atleti. So they're going to lose Griezmann this summer. And would they really want to maybe swap Alvarez for Darwin? I don't know. If they wanted to do it, I'd be certainly open to it. I'm genuinely surprised though that more people went for Isak over Alvarez. But look, Isak's a quality player as well. Just for me, the difference maker for me in that decision would have been the injuries that Isak picks up, unfortunately. But if Isak was bulletproof physically, then I would have went with Isak. But I've always really liked Julian Alvarez. Even going back to when City signed him, I remember saying they're getting a bargain. I don't think about the Maka connection on the pitch. I didn't think about the Maka connection on the pitch with Alvarez. Neither did I, Devon. Neither did I, to be honest with you. Until I read that out when Connor summarised the article for me. Yeah, I didn't think about it either. Matt Denny said Jonathan David is free, so might be right up FSG's alley, that one. That would be the straw that breaks the camel's back for me with regards to me. Believe it or not, this is me biting my tongue at the minute at FSG. But if we were to bring in Jonathan David, I'd never believe it wasn't just because he was free. Ash said, I've been a big advocate of Cunha, however, his recent temperamental problems has me thinking it could be problematic. Totally understand that. Because it's not once he's done it, right? This is twice now that Cunha's been sent off for aggressive stuff this season, I think. Totally understandable concern to have. I would imagine, though, that Liverpool would have to have allayed those fears before they make any potential move. They would have sat down, and I'm sure that will come up in conversations with the agent and the player. But make no mistake, I want FSG to get it right this summer. I want Hughes and Edwards to get it right this summer. Nothing would make me happier than to be sitting here in August going, well, wasn't that a brilliant summer? We've very little to complain about here, folks. We've been given what we asked for. Now it's over to the manager and the players. And I promise you, if they have the summer that we're all hoping and expecting, you won't hear a peep from me moaning about them because I'll have no reason to. So yeah, I'll be very, very happy to be shut up this summer.